Thanks. That works. Oh, this is like all of them. They're all packed into one. I see. I see it. I see what they did. I see how it goes. Good morning. Beth, I hope you're not blowing away down there. Beth says it's windy in Tennessee. You know what it is here in Sowalot, Lexington? It's cold. Some ding-dongs worked on Saturday, and they had the air on because it was hot. And they forgot to switch to heat. So when Justin and I got here this morning, it was 54 degrees in the Sowalot. The poor fluorescents didn't even want to turn on. They were so cold. So cold.
That's exciting.
It's not. It was so cold. You what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Are you ready for your mindful moment of today?
Do I have a mindful moment?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you.
Am I mindful?
Mind is mind. It doesn't recognize status. It recognizes only the shared human condition. I can see up your nose.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm struggling. And then it kicked me out. And then my hair's all wet.
Leslie had a long night last night.
I had a long weekend. Are you kidding me? Long night.
That too.
It's the world's longest day yesterday.
You were all the way down here, weren't you?
I was in Louisville.
And did they cheer their little hearts out?
They did. They did. Almost 10 o'clock, and then we had to drive home, and then it was midnight, and then we had to get up and start all over, and now I have to do Facebook Live, and then I'm going to drive back to Lexington.
I know. Uh-oh.
I know.
Oh, there.
Now?
There. That's good. I got it now.
Okay. So how is everybody this morning? Yeah, then I had to send one kid back to Athens and get her back to school on time, and then get the other kids to school. But one kid has another cheer tryout today, and then track practice after that. So we had to have multiple bags packed, and I'd put those in the other kid's car so that she could get it. It was just a whole thing. Hence, I didn't make it to Lexington before Facebook Live. So
you were going to try, weren't you?
So I'm doing it from home.
What? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you cut out.
I did some stuff, so I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Cut in, cut out. So how is everybody this morning? What do you got going on?
I'm cold.
Yeah, I know. It's a thing.
You're in your sewing room.
I am.
You're going to show us something.
I am. We talked last week about National Quilting Week.
I was going to say, well, you know what today is? I don't think you do, because you're not dressed up all goofy.
St. Patrick's Day. I've got green on. I couldn't.
Thomas doesn't.
Dress up goofy because I didn't get to the store, and all
your goofy
gear.
All
my goofy things are at the store. All my goofy gear, but I did wear some green. I found an Ohio sweatshirt.
When you come, you can pinch.
Yeah, on top of everything else crazy that was going on today. My husband left for Camp Kern this morning with his 5th graders, and will be there for the next 2 or 3 days. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't know when he comes.
And it's cold. It's cold, and so I had to get him packed and out the door that he had enough warm blankets and, those things.
Well, then let's get to it, because I want to take a store tour and show some changes. And you want to do a demo.
Freezing.
Well, you keep freezing.
Uh-oh. Like your screen goes black and then you get a little spinner.
Is that
maybe
better?
It's me.
It could be. You have
because I'm in the basement.
Been at that house.
I'm in the basement. Well, I'm on Wi-Fi, so that's not the same as the bunker that we're in for phone calls. Okay, so tell us what's going on
Okay, let's get
this
to it.
week, besides being St. Patty's Day.
Okay, so the referral program. People are already referring.
They are. It's so exciting.
So, referral program is you refer a friend to come in to sew a lot. If they get a demo, if they schedule a demo or do a demo, now the key is they have to tell us that you referred them.
Right?
And they're going to get a little thank you gift card. If you should then purchase a machine, they're going to get another little thank you gift card, and you're going to get a coupon for sale prices on your accessories, a good coupon too. So if you know anybody that's been looking for a machine, make sure you refer them to Sew a Lot, and we can get them set up with a new machine.
Right. And yeah.
You froze.
And if you referred somebody and you haven't heard,
You're better now.
Frozen now. And if you've referred someone and you haven't heard from us, don't worry. We're getting all the details together. So
and they have to actually, the referral actually has to come in.
Yeah. Well, we have to let her know though that we have it already. So
yes.
If you haven't
Project
been
Linus
notified.
Project Linus Sit and Sew.
Project Linus Sit and Sew. Make sure you get signed up. We're doing like a couple hour, 2.5 hour blocks in Centerville, anytime between 10 and 3. I know Lexington is also setting aside time blocks, so sign up so that we have enough cutters and piecers and all the things in space and all that good stuff. So make sure that you are getting signed up for that, and bring a friend with you, and share this with people. Like, even if you can't come, maybe share it with a group or something that you know, and maybe somebody will want to come and help out. And thank you to everybody who's been dropping things off. We really appreciate it, and I know Project Linus does too.
Good news, Leslie. Lynette found her epic presser feet.
Oh, good. That makes me happy.
Oh, good. Okay, it's National Quilting Month.
It's National Quilting Month.
And Leslie's going to show us.
We're
going to go through the rest of this real quick, but then Leslie's going to show us a quilting technique on the machine.
Right.
Don't forget, if you purchase a Husqvarna Viking this month, if it's over $600, you're going to get a free extension table. You can get the IDT system for as low as $6.99 this month, which Thomas has this machine and he drags it everywhere. Literally.
So this is the FOF Passport 2.0. It's a great travel machine. It's like 13 pounds. It's just absolutely
and he literally drags it everywhere.
Wonderful little machine to take with you.
Leslie took hers. They both. Everybody's hotel sewing.
Hotel sewing.
Yeah. Same thing with the FOFs. If you purchase a FOF over $600, you're going to get a free extension table with purchase. Bernina has got friends and family sale this month. We got $14.99 on the Burnett 79, which is a fan favorite down here in Lexington. Thomas
That is a hot buy.
That is a hot buy. To get a nice embroidery area.
I stitched out a cute little built-in design on it the other day. That is this fox. He's all in one color, and it's kind of like this, what do they call that? The coloring book for adults, that's what it looks like. Like, it looks like that, and he's super cute. And I did it on the Kona sheen. So it's the like plain fabric, but it's shiny. It's really cute. I think I'm going to make a tote out of it.
They're also going to get 20% off Bernina and Burnett presser feet and big books, and 20% off select Bernina models. We still have
big
one.
The
big books are right.
They're awesome.
If you have a Bernina, you need at least one big book, at least the presser foot one.
Right.
But we still have one Yuletide kit left. This is a large quilt. Look, it's not covering up the thing. I can read it today. 80 by 92. Get it in time. Get it finished up for Christmas. Thanks. I wonder if Joy's got this finished. Remember, she purchased this kit when we were at OSQE, and she was going to make it for her son for this year. Joy, if you're out there listening,
Yeah.
did you get your Yuletide done yet, or has it even started, or is it still in the bag? We have one Yuletide sampler kit left at 30%. Excuse me, 30% off in Lexington. Just call the store to reserve it. Kangaroo and Joey, Wallaby, and Aussie cabinets are going to get a free Kiwi this month. The Kiwi is the tiny little cabinet in the front right there. It comes with an ironing pad and a cutting mat, and it retails for $6.99. So that's a deal. So if you're interested in a cabinet, give us a call. Bandicoots are also on sale. Bandicoot is so tiny you can fold it up and stick it in a closet.
It is.
And it's got some storage. It'll hold a nice size machine, and it's on sale for $6.99. Classes. I have some classes to talk about. Whoops, slide down, slide up, slide down. First of all, don't forget we have Sit and Sew in Lexington on Fridays. Just let us know if you're coming so we can make sure to hold you a space. The long arm test drive. Let's talk about this for a minute. I don't think I've talked about this very much yet, have I?
Last week we talked about it.
Did I? I wasn't sure if I did or not. So basically what we're doing is, if you're thinking about maybe wanting a long arm, but you're just not sure how they work, you're just not sure if that's something you really want, if you bring us a project 50 inches, 50 by 40 or smaller, just you need to schedule an appointment. And what we'll do is we'll go through and we will show you how to quilt that on the long arm, on the Bernina long arm using the Q-matic. So you will actually go through and learn the steps on our machine. And it does take a minute depending on what size project you have. So make sure if that's something you're interested in, you give Lexington a call to schedule your appointment. Thomas has been doing a ton of beginning sewing classes. Like, so many people are wanting to learn to sew, which is fantastic. And we are loving it. And we cannot keep that class. We're just constantly filling that class up. Well, then they're wanting to make more. So most of them, we're very excited about the Harper Holdall. So we've scheduled 2 sessions of the Harper Holdall, one in March and one in May. So even if you're not a beginning sewer and you just want to learn how to make something new, the Harper Holdall is a fun little bag with a zipper closure. It's nice size. So call or come in to reserve your spot in that. The Serger Make It and Take It. We have Serger Make It and Take It in Kentucky on April 1st for kickoff of National Serger Month, and on April 4th in Ohio for National Serger Month. I know some of you requested after the 15th, but I couldn't get that done. So basically what it is, we're going to have kits. Here they are. Isn't this fun, Leslie?
It's super fun. It's very fun.
Isn't it pretty?
I like it. It's bright and cheery.
Apron. You're going to make a towel, and you're going to use different serger stitches. You don't have to bring a serger. We're going to have multiple sergers set up with different stitches so that you can give it a try. And you're going to learn all different kinds of serger stitches in that class. So make sure if you've been thinking about a serger or just have more questions about a serger that you sign up for those 2 sessions. We are limited on kits, though. It's not so much space or time. It's kits. And how that's working is you tell us what time you want to come. We're signing people up on the hour. So it takes about an hour. You get to play with a serger and you walk away with an apron and a tea towel. So give us a call and sign up for that. You guys have Hemming Basics on the 22nd.
Coming up Saturday. Yeah.
It is Saturday, isn't it? So if you're interested in learning that, that's coming up in Centerville. They also are doing the folded star pot holder. This is fun. If nobody's ever done this before, it's like origami with fabric.
Super cute.
You're going to do your serger, and Thomas is coming. So if you want to just hang out with Thomas.
Yay!
Yay!
With Thomas, you can do that on Friday, April the 4th. The crisscross apron is going to be on April the 5th. My favorite water bottle purse.
So cute. That I think there's only 1 spot left in that class. So if you're interested, make sure you get signed up.
Sign me up.
Yeah, you need it.
I was driving the other day and I drove past the bike path and some guy got out of his car, and I'll be darned if he didn't crossbody sling something over his shoulder. And I thought, is that a camera? Nope, it was a water bottle purse.
It's such a great invention.
Thomas can't stop laughing.
It's great. Like it's absolutely
There's probably a
fabulous.
funeral of some man. And I was like, what has he got? Is that a camera? Is he going to take pictures of birds? No, it's a water bottle first.
He was ready.
We have some
Yes.
comments. Sharon cannot come to Project Lina. She's going to have a baby shower for her first grandson that day, her great grandson.
Oh, well, it's okay. I think that's a good excuse.
That is a good excuse to pass.
That's a good excuse to pass.
Do you have any embroidery CDs of cats?
Ooh, you know what? I don't know that I have any in stock, but I know of a cute one.
Stacy said you had one but sold it on Saturday. You know of a cute one now?
I do know of a cute one.
Who makes it?
Well, Lunchbox makes one with cats. They're appliques, and they're not like, real cats. Like they're like fun, whimsical
They're fun
cats.
cats. Whimsical cats.
Whimsical cats. Where did I put that?
Find the cats. There's dogs. I found the dog. Here's the cat.
Oh, there it is.
Here you go. Ready? And they're Christmas cats.
Well, they have un-Christmas cats.
Oh, they do?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They have Christmas cats and un-Christmas cats. That's the
As long-
Christmas cats.
I just, it's been a while, so I don't know what availability looks like. So, but
Oh,
they're,
here's the meow. Cats meow.
yes, that one. I actually have that made up.
And they're embroidered
Super
applique,
cute.
yes?
Yes, and it's got the little fish bones and the yarn balls too, and those are embroidered as well. But I can get that for you.
Let her know. I'm going to show a few quick things for here, and then you can do your machine demo. We were long-winded last week. I'm trying not to monopolize everyone's lives by yapping so much. In Lexington, we've still got some scrap bags. They're pre-filled,
We do.
full of good stuff.
We do too.
You do too? Okay, so we still have some pre-filled scrap bags at the store. $10 a bag. There's some good stuff in here. Look at this one. This one's got batiks in it. Lots of batiks.
Right?
So if you're an applicator, scrap bags. Thomas made a quilt. Thomas made a quilt from Jelly Roll Animal Quilts. Have you seen this book?
What's it called?
Jelly Roll.
Animal Quilt. I haven't
So-
seen the book, but I have seen the quilt, and it's super cute.
Quilts and rugs.
Fancy.
Why was that so funny? I didn't think that would go over so
But
hysterically.
each one makes a wall hanging, a rug, or a quilt.
So there's how many different animals in here?
I believe 10.
10 animals. You can make a rug, a wall hanging, or a quilt. There's a frog. Oh, and placemats.
Oh, I like the frog. That's fun.
Isn't that fun? There's a
It is
frog, a ladybug, an elephant. The elephant rug is super cute.
Oh, that is cute.
Is there a fox? Let me look. Oh, guess what?
There's a fox.
There's an artful fox.
Oh, that makes sense. Those are cute.
Yeah, he found this book and he was in love with it. There's a raccoon, a mischievous raccoon. Oh, who was looking for cats? There's a sassy cat.
Oh.
A dog, a loyal dog. I just like their names. A sparkly owl.
Woohoo.
A cuddly bear. And that is it. So
That's fun.
he's
Good
probably
job,
gonna
Thomas.
teach this as a class. Do you have this in Centerville?
No, I'll have to get it.
Sharon needs it.
Okay.
Judy, I will call you about, or Judy, Stacy, Judy needs a bag of scraps. Sharon, I already got. Oh, Sharon's grandma name is Foxy. That's why she wants the fox. I love that. I talked to somebody. This is off topic, but not off topic of that. I talked to someone the other day who has no biological grandchildren, but her children keep marrying people with children. So they've started calling her Instagranny.
That's good.
Instagranny.
I like that.
She's like,
Instagram.
there's like a picture of her and her husband and, you know, all these kids. There's like 7 of them. Some of them are his from his kids. But the ones that are hers are all married in. None of them are biological. So they call her Instagranny.
Instagranny.
I about died. Also,
That's
she
fun.
told me the story about her mother seeing a bumper sticker that said, "Go ahead and pass me. I left on time." And I'll be darned if I wasn't driving that afternoon and saw somebody with that same bumper sticker on their car. How weird is that?
It was probably her.
No, because she lives in a different state.
That's funny.
Isn't that weird?
Oh, I see.
Okay. Lynette needs to know.
I like that.
Jelly roll rug. You've been doing jelly roll rug classes, yes? Do you have one on the schedule?
We have. The one that we have is in process right now. So we will take your name, and when we schedule the next one, we will call you.
Okay. And Sharon needs the book, and there, I've checked it out. I've got it all. It's all done now. We also in Kentucky,
checking the list,
checking the comments. Also in Kentucky, I showed this, I started to show this the other day, but we are getting ready. Oh, here, let me just do this first. We are getting ready. Well, not really. We're getting ready for Paducah first, but we're also getting ready.
Are you getting ready
for the All Kentucky and Tennessee Shop Hop, which is July and August this year? So if you are interested in roaming around the states of Kentucky and Tennessee and going to all the quilt stores, make sure that you come in and see us. We will be participating this year. It is all of July and August, and we've made our first sample.
Nice.
Isn't it cute?
It is cute.
So it is a piece of the fabric from the All Kentucky Shop Hop. We cannot sell it yet, but we will. Just not yet. But I wanted to show it to you so you can be prepared. And I also put the link for the webpage in the comments. If you go to the webpage, you can see all of the fabric and all of the information about the All Kentucky Shop Hop, Kentucky and Tennessee. We're not big enough to have our own, so we have to share with Tennessee. Long, skinny states, you know. So if you're interested in doing that, you will have to purchase a Passport magazine. So make sure that if you are interested, we'll start taking pre-orders soon, but we can't yet. So I'll talk about it more later. Okay, National Quilting Month.
National Quilting Month. So last week we talked about how you could quilt lots of different ways, and it doesn't have to be a quilt to quilt it. Like we did the tote bag last week. And one of the things that you said you'd like to see would be how to do the hand look quilt stitches. So hand look quilt stitches are a machine stitch that looks similar to, gives you the look of a hand quilt stitch. So the fun thing is a lot of you probably have this stitch built into your machine and don't even realize it's there. It has been on both FOF and Husqvarna for quite a number of years on the electronic sewing machines. It's typically found under the quilt category, and it is. Hold on, my brain just.
I was going to say, are you frozen or did your brain just freeze? What just
happened? Brain froze. It's still a little sleepy. So it's found under the quilt category of stitches, and it has some instructions. Now, other brands of machines have this too. I know Bernina's, some of the Berninas have the same kind of stitch on them. And I'm sure other electronic machines, this is not an exclusive stitch to any particular brand. So it's kind of fun if you have an electronic sewing machine, so something that's computerized. Check out your stitch menus and you're going to look for something. I'm going to turn my camera around and it's going to take a minute because this is kind of a funky setup here. And Liz, you'll have to tell me when I get it in here. Okay. I want to try to show you the screen so that you can see.
It's to the left.
Can you
to
see
the
my
left.
screen?
Yeah, we see some reflection though because you got it on the dark background.
Is that better? I turn that light off.
No, it's because you got the black background on your screen. We see you.
Hold on. Not really. Is that better?
I don't know. You're sort of
Or
frozen.
lighter?
But you can't do a white one,
That's
can you?
No. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So in my stitch menu, and each machine is going to be a little bit different, but in your stitch menu, like I said, a lot of them will have maybe a quilt category. I'm going to choose my quilt category, and in here there's a section and it's called hand look quilt stitches. If it doesn't say it on the screen machine, it's going to say it in your manual what the stitch categories are. And in the hand look quilt category, there is one that looks like a straight stitch, but it's thick and thin and thick and thin. And a lot of the machines will have a question mark somewhere on them. If you touch that and then touch a button or a stitch on your machine, it'll tell you about it. So this one says, this quilting stitch is set to use with monofilament thread in the needle. The needle tension is increased to pull up the bobbin thread. So it's already created this way with a higher tension than a normal stitch. And it says, hey, I want you to use monofilament thread in the bobbin. Monofilament thread is invisible thread. Or not in the bobbin, in the top thread. So I'm going to put monofilament in the top of my machine, and I'm going to put colored thread or just regular cotton and quilting thread in the bobbin of my machine. And then let me move you back over here so you can see. Are you getting a view at all?
There.
Okay.
There.
Okay. All right. So if you see this stitch that's here, it kind of looks like hand quilting. It looks like there's a gap between it. Like somebody is every other stitch. And what it's actually happening is it's taking tiny little stitches and pulling up the bobbin thread, and then it jumps and we see that clear invisible thread, and then it does the tiny little stitches to make the solid. And this is really fun. You can use this with any color of thread in the bobbin. I like to do this particular stitch with a variegated thread in my bobbin. That really makes it very kind of interesting to get a real pretty look. If you've ever seen the heart pillow that we have, or there's one with stars where we used a red, white, and blue. This just gives you a really neat hand look quilt stitch.
Yeah, it looks like you just did it by hand perfectly, by the way.
Right. Right. And what's nice about this is you can increase and decrease the length of this stitch. So you can make it closer together if you want those stitches to look shorter. This one I've set it at a 7.5 millimeter length versus the standard default, which comes up at about 6 millimeters in length, and I'll just show you what the difference looks like.
What weight thread are you using in your bobbin?
I'm actually in my bobbin, I'm using this currently is a 50 weight cotton thread. A lot of times I'll use a 40 weight because it looks a little bit thicker. But this is what I had in contrast.
You need to use.
I'm sorry, what was the
Presser foot.
question? Presser foot. So whatever foot that you want to quilt with, that you would normally use.
You've got an open toe. Is that a sewing stars or an open toe?
This is a sewing star foot. So this is not completely an open toe, but it reminds you of an open toe. It's just got that little bar in the front. It's essentially, if you are used to a fox sewing machine, it's a 1A foot missing the plastic. So you've got more visibility, but yet you still have a little bit more pressure on there. I chose this one so that you guys could see the stitches that I was doing. You could use your standard 0A, 1A, your standard sewing foot, just an A foot. For this particular stitch, it's not too bulky or thick. You can use your dual feed or walking foot with it as well, because we're just going down the center, and it's gonna use it to quilt. So it doesn't take a special foot by any means. This one is just a really nice foot because you can see well with it, and I thought it would show well today as we were doing some cute little handlet quilt stitches. And in that category of stitches, there are additional stitches that will say handlet quilt
There's a bunch of
stitches,
different,
and
yeah,
there
there's a
will be
bunch.
directions with them. So make sure you check out your manual. Yeah, check out your manual or use your information. So your question mark button on the screen of your machine, and then touch the particular stitches, not just in the handlet quilt category, but also that will teach you about some of those built-in stitches that are on your machine. And sometimes, like if you were to have grabbed this stitch with regular thread and started to sew, you're going to get a funny looking straight stitch, and you're going to be like, something's wrong with my machine.
So here's a question, because somebody said if you use what color thread on the top, what happens is that bobbin thread is pulling the thread that you're seeing on the top is your bobbin thread. It's not your top thread. So that colored, what are you using? White, cream, something like that? That is actually bobbin thread.
I'm using white. Yeah.
Right. So that's your bobbin thread.
Yeah, that's what I have down in my bobbin.
Pulling that thread up to the top. So if you put a colored thread on the top, it looks a little yucky. Am I wrong?
It looks weird. Unless if you didn't want to use the monofilament, if you matched your top thread to your fabric perfectly, then it won't look so strange. You can do that.
But it would have to it would have to match perfect.
It would have to match perfect, and it would have to be almost a solid piece of fabric to get that same look. Otherwise, if you put one color on the top and one color on the bottom, you're going to get a stitch and you're going to go, this is not pretty. Something is wrong with my sewing machine. It's not. It's because that stitch is designed to use, especially with the monofilament thread.
Right.
So make sure,
I've
sometimes
had people bring their machines in and think something's wrong with their machine because they thought they grabbed a straight stitch, but they didn't. They grabbed the monofilament stitch, and then they stitched down there like, this straight stitch is terrible.
Right. They're like, and I got it out of the quilt category.
Right. It's not really a straight stitch.
Right. And there's a whole section of stitches that are designed to use with monofilament thread, depending on what machine you have. There are lots of different types of stitches to give you some decorative effects.
Does machine speed? How do you feel about machine speed on those monofilament stitches?
I just stitch full speed.
Okay.
Yeah, I just go for it. I will tell you the important thing about monofilament thread is you want to make sure you find one that is not super stretchy. I prefer the polyester over the nylon.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Nylon gets a little squirrely.
Yeah, monopoly is my favorite. making sure that it kind of has room to relax as it comes off. So using an upright spool stand with like a telescope is a nice way to get that thread to relax
Yeah.
as it comes off. So yeah, it's just something fun to play with. You've got all those fun stitches on your machine.
Might as well
Use
use
more
them.
than just your straight stitch. So
Use
that's your goal this week. Your goal
it.
this week is to pick a stitch, any stitch on your machine that is not a straight stitch or a zigzag, and do something fun with it. Challenge.
Are you throwing it down?
I'm throwing it down. I want to see what kind of cool things
That you make
we're
with
going to come up with
stitches.
some of non-straight stitch, non-decorative stitch. I mean, you can assemble with those, but I want you to do something fun and add something cool to your projects.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Challenge accepted, someone says. Bonnie's
Oh, good.
on.
I'm excited, Bonnie. I'm excited.
Okay. We have gone long-winded again this week. We
Okay.
apologize. We're chatty. We've been so chatty lately.
It's fun. What
What
are we going to show next week for National Quilt Week?
I think you should do quilting in the hoop. I think you should do
Quilting
quilting
in the
in the hoop with Bernina because it can change.
Oh, yeah. We may do that. I have
I
something
love
I'm
that.
working on now.
I feel like that's one of my favorite Bernina embroidery features is that if I put a design in there, I can make the design fit where I want it to go.
It'll morph it to the block.
I will morph it.
Yeah.
You've only got 2 more Mondays of National Quilting Week.
I know. You've got to talk about binding at some point.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that on the last. Well, I could do it next week. I can bind. I love to bind. Big fan. Big fan of the bind. And you know what I tell people? My first couple bindings were horrendous. They were so bad. Corners were awful. I would pull too much. And then one day, it just clicked. And when it clicked, I've never gone back.
You know where I struggle? Is where they come together.
That's so easy. It's so easy.
The finish. I struggle. I struggle with the finish.
Do you want me to show you next week?
Because by the time I'm ready to finish, I'm so over the 900 sides that whatever it is that I have that's binding that I just want to be
I love to bind. I'm just like,
ugh.
Let me bind for you.
I will let you bind for me.
Okay.
Binding
All right.
can be your specialty. Have a great week, everybody.
Happy St.
Come in
Patties
and see us.
Happy St. Patties Day. If you're a Bernina Place customer, come get a big book.
Yeah.
If you have a sewing machine, come get a cabinet.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that free kiwi that's coming with.
I always love it when we do a free kiwi. So, okay.
Kiwi's awesome. Okay. I'll see you shortly. Bye.